Hello, everyone. It's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and welcome to the Streaming Wasteland here on the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network. And this is my weekly show where each Friday I pick a streaming service and three previously released films off of it. And hopefully by the end of this episode, you have a whole weekend full of movies to go check out. And it is indeed a new year. It is 2026, and which is wild. And we're going to be diving in to movie streaming service, which is a very much an art house, cinephile focused streaming service. So we're definitely going to be getting some interesting and probably underseen choices here from this service for sure. And we're going to start things off with 1965's Alphaville. And this film from writer-director Jean-Luc Godard is a hard-boiled detective story mixing science fiction, mystery, thriller, and comedy. An agent wrecks the main computer on another planet as we have Eddie Constantine as our main hard-boiled detective. This is a fascinating film that is incredibly well shot, sleek black and white cinematography, and really captures that French New Wave feel that Godard was such a big part of bringing to life back in the 60s. This film is fascinating as it does mix that noirish feel as Constantine's character is in that fedora and trench coat and has his pistol and very much that hard-boiled detective as he's trying to navigate this story. But then it's dealing with these big, like, space, sci-fi, computer technology kinds of elements. There's bits of seduction and romance, of femme fatale, and all of these different elements that you'd see in a noir, all injected into this like lo-fi but interesting science fiction world. And Godard does such a great job of genre mixing and melding this all together to create such a fascinating, unique kind of experience. And Alphaville is a fascinating film. It's a slow burn, it is a crisp, beautiful looking film. And it's one that really you know, chose the places where the French New Wave could go outside of capturing these very, very hyper realistic human dramas, here offering something else with this strange mixture of genres for sure. Next up, we have pretty recent film, and that is 2019's Emma. And this is with one M, Emma. And this is a Spanish language film from director Pablo Larraín, and a couple deals with the aftermath of an adoption that goes awry as their household falls apart. And this is a deeply emotionally impactful and poignant story, this psychological drama with the challenges of this couple and impeccable performances from Mariana Di Girolamo and Gael Garcia Bernal, who play Emma and Gaston. You have all of these tensions between this couple, all the struggles as they're trying to navigate this big element, new element into their relationship. And you have all the human drama elements, but then you also have this film is absolutely gorgeous. It is striking from a visual and a filmmaking standpoint, but then on top of that, the incredible music and dancing that permeates the whole entire cinematic experience that is Emma. Lorraine delivers something so bold and big and beautiful in terms of just the cinematic experience. The choreography is incredible, the dancing is so great, and the emotional core of the story works so well. And by far, outside of Lorraine, who brings us all together, Girolamo is just absolutely incredible in this film. She brings so much to the table and is absolutely electric. This is such a fascinating film, this Chilean film that just brings so much to the table and is such an engrossing experience. It's few films will deliver something quite like this, and it's so worth a watch. And lastly, another relatively recent film. Now, this is pushing 9 years old, which I don't love that. But this is 2017's Marjorie Prime, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually on stages right now. This is a mysterious, romantic, dramatic, lo-fi science fiction film from director Michael Almereyda, and this film stars quite an interesting cast of Lois Smith as Marjorie. You have Tim Robbins, you have John Hamm, Hannah Gross, and Gina Davis. And this is a fascinating film that explores a service that provides holographic recreations of deceased loved ones, allows a woman to come face to face with the younger version of her late husband. And this film is fascinating. It is very much utilizing science fiction with this advanced holographic technology, but it is very lo-fi and it is very small scale and intimate and emotional as it focuses on these human elements of this experience. And many of these scenes, it is quite staged like a play for sure, as this is based off of Jordan Harrison's play, but Almereyda brings it to life on screen with this very distinct, very crisp, contemporary kind of feel to it. And Lois Smith delivers an incredible performance. She is one of the biggest selling points to check out this film. She is, I think, especially at this point, a pretty underappreciated actor. But there's fascinating explorations. John Hamm gives a fantastic performance as this younger holographic version of her husband. It is a fascinating exploration for sure. And it's one of those types of films that is completely flew under the radar, and movies perfect place for something like this to pop up. And it's interesting in how it bends these genres. It offers something deeply human, along with offering up some of these more interesting science fiction elements. It's impactful, it's poignant, it has a very methodical and very dry type of feel to it. It has that specific kind of atmosphere, but it's still something that is thoughtful and engrossing for sure. But that is a wrap here on another episode of the Streaming Wasteland. Let's do a little summation. We're going to head over to Mubi streaming service and check out 1965's Alphaville, 2019's Emma, and 2017's Marjorie Prime. But thank you for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and share on this episode. What is your favorite, French New Wave film to dabble into? What's your favorite film that really incorporates dance deeply into its bones? And what's your favorite lo-fi sci-fi film that has those motifs but really uses them in a sparing way to really focus on the drama? And make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. The SPNM Crew Podcasting Network is ever expanding. We have so many great shows with all different types of interests, especially if you love movies. Got plenty of those. And if you're looking to join the crew, being a guest on one of these shows, or if you have an idea for your own podcast, reach out to us on our website. And if you like our logo, check out High Flyer Creative for all your digital marketing needs. But most importantly, thank you as always for tuning in and supporting the streaming wasteland here on the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network.